got the claws, and that the claws are quite strong.
Doubtful. Are they intelligent, or should we just shoot?
They do not appear to be sentient. It would be a shame if they were to die, but I could live.
Okay.
I grab Verbal and give him a little kiss. And I say, you just stay close, but if I tell you to run, then you're gonna do it, and you're gonna do the thing, okay? Good. But for now, you just stay right here, okay? I'm in the engine room, I'm gonna try to help, but Sky, stay safe out there. Maybe hold on to something. And I am gonna yell at the engine room. But we just got out of a sticky situation. We can't deal with another one, so please get us out of this damn fix. She's gonna target system. She's gonna choose the weapons, because we haven't fired yet. We're gonna do a computers check.
Yeah, you need a computers check, DC of 13.
That's easily gonna be beat because she still gets Verpals +2, and actually I has a +13 to computers as a baseline.
Oh, look at that, perfect. She's completely untouchable.
So the next attack made by our ship is a critical on a 19 or 20. And if it deals critical damage, it will affect their weapon system.
Okay, perfect. Sky, the gun that you're on, it's already pretty juiced, and with Ike speaking to it, it like hums even harder. It's almost vibrating in your hands like it's alive and ready to fire at something. And with that, it is the gunnery phase. So Sky, it is your turn. You're gonna shoot the dragon? Just roll a ranged attack. Yep, with your own stats. Because it's you being able to control the thing, so it is your stats. Is that 8? Is that 8 just base? Oh, is it 8 just base roll? It says 8. Unfortunately, this huge cannon of plasmic energy fires out toward the dragon. But because of how powered up the gun is, it just recoils so hard that you fall down and it flies far off into the air. Flare is gonna go. Sky, you hear it.
That's really quite impressive. I'm gonna see if I can do better than that.
And is going to charge up the chain cannon, which he does hit with a 23.
You've made a bold assumption. But more importantly, you're assuming that you made an easy choice to join the Hev. For all you know, you could have been pushed to doing it, you could have been threatened into doing it. Perhaps you did it because there was no other option. I don't know why you made the decision you did, but you are not giving yourself any kindness by suggesting you did it because it was easy. It's understandable to be afraid, it's understandable to act out. I'm not blaming you for what you said to Ike. But Keelan, I don't think you're happy. Don't hold the dislike you have for your past self against Sky, or perhaps most importantly, against Flair.
I don't suspect that it would be an easy decision for Sky to turn. But I do think the path is less grueling.
I'm trying to help.
Did you ever consider that you should probably help yourself first? Because all I see is someone who doesn't know how to act, telling other people how to. Telling people how to live their best life. Perhaps you should pick up a radio that you were given, or start wearing your fucking engagement ring again.
We don't wear our engagement rings. We hammer them in once we get married, so I cannot wear it. But thanks for bringing it up. Reminded me that maybe I should stop believing in you. Like you said, I've got baggage. And speak ill of Sky again, and I'll be far less nice about it. Have fun training.
Somewhere else in the desert, Sky rides next to Estrid. The Nos moon high in the sky, and they decide to make a campfire. They stare up at the sea, measuring distance between stars with their fingers. So you crash landed, huh? You ever been to many planets? My parents did. Farers for most of their life. They traveled from planet to planet and landed here. Decided to settle down for a reason that goes far beyond me. They liked sand and dead planets, apparently. At least that's what they told me. I didn't know them very well. I left when I was very young. I'm gonna see the whole galaxy. I might just go to another galaxy entirely. Figure out how those Bifrost engines handle. I've been saving up. Not a lot. Not enough for a spaceship, but I'm almost there for a ticket. The Baron is the only person in Nos, outside of New Moors, who pays in credits. They're gonna give me the money to leave.
What's New Moors?
It's where the Baron's from. The only city on all of Nos that has not been completely abandoned. I can't play a lot on this. I can't play it very well either. Don't mind me. You can keep brooding. You play music?
No. Could I try? The guitar? Alright. Look, this is how you do it, alright? You gotta press down real hard. Hey, there you go. You're learning. We weren't allowed to play music in the void.
Void. You hear whispers on the wind.
all over the galaxy. Taking names, kicking ass. Getting paid more than anyone I've ever met. A gang of people that don't listen to nobody.
That's not true. We listen to our leader, Embassy. And if you don't, you're not Void.
It sounds just like a job to me.
It's more than a job. It's a lifestyle. The Oxford database defines the Void as a secret society of criminals. The largest Void training facility is located in a secret basement of Waymorth School for the Young and Gifted. My fellow trainees were mostly teens or young adults who renounced their old names upon entry, but as always, I was special. My first memories are in Waymorth's basement, and I never remember having a name. I assume I was just dumped by someone who didn't want me, and the Void scooped me up. They wanted me when no one else did. On paper, I was 327 Saga, but we got by with Squirt, Pipsqueak, Grunt, that kind of thing. I liked Hive, though. He called me Superstar. When I got a little older, I started sneaking above ground, and the kids my age had a whole new set of names for me. Bottom feeder, lower deck dork, basement weirdo, that kind of thing. That was my first impression of Upper Deckers, and gotta say, wasn't stoked. Eventually, I started getting sick of it, and some Upper Decks kids lost a few teeth. It was part of my daily routine. Wake up, train, beat up some dork to take his lunch, and get sent to see school at the office. They gave me the same old speech about how that energy must be channeled into my service, you know, it must be harnessed so I can be a weapon for Embassy. And then I'd get sent to detention.
Is it broken?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I am not permitted to speak of detention.
It's a conditioning program. It's basically just there to torture and brainwash us. Most of us only have to go through it 2 to 3 times because we joined older. Sky, when I hacked a chip, and said she went through it 657 times.
So that was my life. Beating on snobby Upper Decks kids and being trained to kick major ass. Then, after years of training, school deemed me ready, I was out on missions at the age of 14. Youngest in Void history. And dude, I was so good at being bad. Then I remember my partner Hive slid a photo across the table, and next thing you know, I'm riding a skateboard across the tops of skyscrapers, and BAM! I finally did what I'd been working for all those years, and I got my name! And it was a cool one! And I didn't become just any old hired gun, I was the hired gun. There have been a few Void prodigies, but few have changed the silhouette of an entire city. I even got to meet Embassy once, and he told me he was proud. And I gotta say, after years of the Upper Decks punching down, it felt pretty good to be punching up. Until I crawled into bed and turned off the lights. Then it felt bad. Like, really bad. I didn't know what it was, but I knew something was wrong. Slowly, I started trying to sneak away. But the Void would come find me. They always told me there was nothing out there for me, and when it turned out they were right, I would just come back. I'd always get sick or hungry or screwed over, and I'd be going back to Waymorth's. Well, that's when my partner Hive hooked me up with scrap. They got me off Saga. We saw some truly rad shit, dude. I dyed my hair, bought some clothes, grew a personality. After about a year apiece, I thought maybe the Void wouldn't find me. But then we met you guys. It turns out the new me can't resist entering a Void death race just out of spite, and the old me is... I think the old me just might be me. Anyway, the rest is history.